Okay, hello everyone. This is Casey from WebBuddy. In this brief tutorial, I'm going to show you introduction of the WordPress 6.4 dashboard. This tutorial is for beginners who just wanted to start the WordPress website but might be overwhelmed by the options in the WordPress dashboard. So I created this video to show you what are these options mean and what are the some things that you need to take note of before you design your website using the latest version of 6.4. Okay, so I'm using the latest version at the time of recording is 6.4.1. Okay, so over here you can see this the front end of the website, which is what the visitors will see. So when you log in to the back end of the website via /wp-admin, you will see this dashboard page, which is commonly known as the back end of your WordPress website. And you will see this notification that saying that we just updated this version to 6.4.1. So in future, if you update your WordPress to any latest version, you will see such a notice like that. So normally I will just dismiss it. On the left, you can see a series of different options that's available. If you log in using an admin access level account, you should see the complete option over here. And this option will expand when you install more and more plugins. We'll talk about plugins later. And this is the dashboard home view. And you can see there's a lot of information here, summary over here. And if you do not want to see some of them, you can simply click this screen options. So normally I want to uncheck this WordPress events and news. So for this one, I might not be so interested. So I just uncheck this WordPress events and news and it disappear. If I don't want to see quick draft, I can also uncheck it. And then I click this to let it collapse. I can then drag this box over here. Okay, so this is fully customizable, your dashboard homepage. Then after that, you can click on updates. This is a page where it summarizes what are the available plugins, themes, or WordPress if there are new versions available. Currently, we are all at the latest version, so this page is empty. So the next option is post. Post is where you can create new blog posts. So if you have a blog section in your website, some of the businesses call it a news, announcement, resources. You can call it any name, but the principle is that if you create blog posts like every week or every month, you can do it here under posts at new. And you can also create categories so that when visitors come to your website, they can select the respective categories to view the respective blog posts under that specific categories. Okay, this one I will show you in the future tutorial as well. Now coming next to the media. Normally we seldom come to this media section because when we add new pictures, we will add it when we are creating the blog posts or creating the pages. So this is only a page where you want to find a specific image sometimes. Okay, then you come to this page. So moving next to the next option is pages. This is a more commonly used option over here. Currently, we have the privacy policy page and the sample page created by default when you install a new WordPress version. So when you want to create a new page like home, contact us, services page, products page, then you come to pages, add new page to add a new page in your WordPress website. Okay, of course, I'll show you how to do this as well in the future tutorial. The next option is comments. If you allow visitors to leave a comment in your blog post, then you will start to see comments appearing here. Okay, for a new website, you may want to disable the comments before because it will attract quite a lot of spam, but you can give it a try. If your website doesn't attract spam, you can just leave the comment on. But if your website starts attracting spam, everyday spam comments, then you may want to disable read under the settings. Okay. Okay, the next option is also an important one, is appearance. So appearance means under these themes, this is where you can install new theme. And there are a lot of free themes available in the WordPress directory. Every theme has its own different settings and options, so it can be quite complicated. Sometimes if you choose a theme that is very comprehensive in features. Okay, but for our tutorial, I just want to focus on this 2024 theme, which is the default theme supplied by the latest WordPress 6.4 version. Okay, and for the rest of the theme that are not active, you can see that this is the active one currently for my website. For not active theme, you can delete them, because if you leave it in your website, sometimes when they get outdated, they might have security loopholes. So for me, I'll just click on the theme details here and delete the theme that I'm not using. So I'm going to delete 2022 as well. So click delete. So this is the only theme I have right now, 2024. Okay. And the next option over here is editor. Okay, so this editor setting contains a lot of different subsettings. So I just go through briefly over here. So this is where you can control the how your web pages looks like. For example, the templates and the style. So if you click on the styles, you can see there's a lot of preset style that you can choose. If I choose this one, Amber, my website style will change immediately. So you can choose a style that matches closer to your branding. Okay, for example, eyes, then you will have a different color theme. Okay, so for me, I just leave it default, then go back to the setting over here. And if you click on pages, this is your current pages. And we can edit over at the pages option that I showed you just now. More important on this setting over here is the templates. So for example, if you want to change a certain part of your website that appears consistently across other pages, you can come to the template section over here to change. So for example, if you have a few pages with sidebar, so you will use this page with sidebar template. And if you want to make changes to sidebar, you can come over here, click on the setting over here and change the sidebar. And then the sidebar will change respectively to all the pages that using this page with sidebar template. Okay, I'll show you an example in a future tutorial so it's more clear. So now it's just a brief introduction over here. Okay, so after appearance, we have plugins. So plugins is one of the main important functions in WordPress website because you can add all kinds of plugins with simply the sky is the limit. There's all kinds of plugins available in the WordPress directory. Okay, but please take note that do not install too many plugins because plugins can delay and slow down your website. Along the way, I'll recommend you what are some of the plugins you need for your website. Okay, but for now, we'll just leave it by default first. And the next setting is user. So under user, you can see what the user currently registered in your website. For my website currently is only me and I'm the administrator, which has the highest access level account for a website. And you can add a new user here. You can check your own profile over here as well. So tools, under tools, we have import, export that we seldom use this. You can check the site health. Will show you some summary about your website condition. Export personal data, erase personal data, seldom will use that. And there is this theme file editor. Okay, I just want to caution you that if you are if you do not understand HTML, PHP coding, then do not come to this theme file editor and plugin file editor, because here shows the coding for your theme and it shows the coding for the plugin. So it's quite dangerous if you do not know what you are doing. You may like mess up your website if you edit something over here. Okay, so let's go to the settings. This is a more important part, general settings. Under settings, there's general. So this is where you enter your website title. If you have a tagline, you can also enter it here. Normally, we don't change the URL here because changing the URL here might make you unable to access your website. Okay, email, you can change your email. You can check this box if you want anyone can able to register account in your website. If your website is not a membership website, I suggest you to uncheck it. And you can choose the respective time zone according to your country. Okay. And the next one is writing. Normally writing, we don't make any changes over here. Reading. Reading is where you make changes when you have a home page. So in the next few tutorial, I show you how to create a home page. Then we will use this setting. Okay, one important setting over here is that this search engine visibility. And if you check this box, it means that search engine like Google, Yahoo, Bing will not index and will not rank your website. So it's important to make sure this is unchecked. Okay. And then go to the discussion. Discussion is where if you want visitors to post a comment, you can leave this on. Okay, comment. So which means that if you do not want people to comment on your blog post, you can just uncheck this. Okay, so if you check this box, it means that people will be able to leave comment in your blog post. Okay. And before a comment appears, you may want to check this. Comment must be manually approved. So which means that when anyone submit a comment in any of your blog posts, you will get an email and you can check the comment. And if it's not spam or it's a good comment, then you can approve it in your comments section over here. Okay. Then we have a media. This is the default setting. We normally don't change it as well. Then we have the permalink. Make sure that the permalink is selected to this post name. This is the default and also the best format for SEO purposes, search engine optimization. Okay, so that's all for the dashboard introduction. If you have any questions, you can feel free to post in the comments below. If not, I'll see you in the next few tutorials about WordPress 6.4 2024 theme. Thank you, everyone.